What up, y'all? Welcome to the Cloudy and Rowdy podcast. Thomas Easter.
The Easter Army. Let's do this shit. The fucking dojo, baby. Coffee's made.
The old smoke pad.
The fucking remix at the end. Oh shit. What's up, Easter Army? Thanks for blazing in another fucking week of freedom in these LA streets. Bang, bang, bang. Welcome to the Cloudy and Rowdy podcast. For those of you who might be new, hopefully I got some new people watching. If so, subscribe, share with a friend. Tell them you know this crazy cracker that comes on Saturdays at 4:30 and talks shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. You know, same old weekly thing, trying to find the live feed. I guess I got to be patient, wait for it to pop up type shit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna hit refresh. Bloop. See if that does it. Yep. That did it. Maybe I'm on to something, people. Just a little patience. Yeah, I'm in there. Where's some chat room goons? Kevin, don't give a fuck. In the fucking house. Oh, shit. An owl's flying around on stage. Straight from Portland.
And boy, are my arms tired.
Oh, Kyle Henson. Henson. How was the bully?
The boulevard was a little rough today, man.
Yeah?
It seemed like everyone else was doing well, and I just couldn't get it. Each person that I would try to get to stop would walk right by me and go right to the next person. So just like they had talked about it after saying no to me, and then just, yeah, of course we want to do it to her.
Oh, kind of like when I used to be out there and they'd walk right by me to go to your goofy ass or Doug's goofy ass or that little homo fucking, what's his name? Whatever his name
There's
is.
8 of them.
God, he's such a fucking... When he first started, I was like, completely underestimated that guy. I was like, this little fuck.
The bald dude?
Yeah, James,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and but that motherfucker's like Doug some days. Like, he can just, hey, you want to take this fucking da-da-da? And it was
They're like,
like
sure.
his weird voice at first. I was like, no way he's going to sell tours. But that motherfucker knocks them down. I guess they can sense the sugar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, what he does is he tries to appeal to like being kind of like their kid or something. Like he's like the crazy uncle or whatever. Like,
yeah, and he's low. He talks low, so that's the thing with him that it's actually like he's good at is like not letting us know his method. You know what I'm talking about? Like, like I can't really pinpoint the shit he says like how we know what Doug says. You know what I'm saying?
Very
like I knew
loud.
Doug's thing was. If he didn't feel he was getting them, he would show him his picture on the flyer. You see that? That's me right there with so-and-so and so-and-so. And so you absolutely are going to see some celebrities. I've met them and blah, blah. And he does that whole little thing, and fucking Doug just pulls them right in, you know?
Yeah. Guys, follow me. Come on.
Come on, guys. Follow me. Follow me.
Go. Let's go.
We're going to go get you on the tour. And they don't even know what the fuck they're doing half the time.
You have to re-explain it to him.
Yeah. He'll bring people to the booth and be like, Tom, 4 people. $40 a piece, and then they come up to me and they're like, so what are we about to do? I'm like, why the fuck are you about to give me all this money and you don't even know what you're about to do?
Or they'll give you the money and then
ask, here's $200. Now what are we doing? Looks like you're handing me money for fucking no reason as far as you're concerned, as far as you know right now.
How hard was it for you to get that $200?
Yeah, right.
And you're just gonna here. Yeah, that always gets me when you need to re-explain the tour to them, and they're looking at each other dumbfounded, wondering why they just gave away all this money.
Right, and now there's pressure on me because I'm like, I don't want to fucking lose the tour for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm quick to piss. I'm easy to piss off. So if it's like that certain time of day or just a certain day, and they're like, "So what are we doing?" I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, "What do you mean? What are you doing? You're going on a tour." I could absolutely answer you like that,
Yeah.
depending on what my mood is. So it's like, you better just sink the sale before you bring them to me. I'm a good booth person as far as I'm OCD. I keep all the numbers and everything perfect. I'll never fuck you on money or none of that shit. But like, you know, being the most friendly guy in the world, only on some days.
So I was working for AT&T, and I was just in my first week. They were training me, and they sent me out on the road with this guy named Clark Penny. And we went to one of his stores, and we were supposed to talk to the customers. And the guy goes, "We were supposed to sell smart data. Like it wasn't like before. Phones didn't always come with data. You could get a smartphone and then just have it, you know." And so the guy goes, "No, I just want the BlackBerry. I don't want the service that goes with it." He goes, "Why are you gonna get a smartphone if you don't get the smart feature? You should just get a dumb phone." Straight up to the person, I was like, "Oh my God, bro, we're gonna get in trouble. This is like my first week here." And sure enough, that person bought like boom right away, like no problem.
Yeah, you fill out. When I was at Full Wheel Parts, sales is sales, and you got to fill some people out. Some people just need you to tell it straight up. Some people need it given to them straight the fuck up, and then they'll be like, "Oh." That like that's how they've always had it in their life. Instead of all that, like some people don't trust all that salesman talk. That, well, let me show you and do it. They're always like, yeah, you sound sketchy. But when you're like, listen, man, this is what it is, okay?
Yeah.
It's a fucking smartphone, and without the smart features, it's just a dumb phone. People understand that more than all that jargon that they train you to say.
Yeah.
And so I understand that. Like I used to do that with people at the thing. They'd be like, so well, man, you know, if I get this truck lifted, I'm like, listen, man. What are you going to do? I used to ask customers like this. I'd be like, are you going to actually take your truck off road, or do you just want a truck that looks cool as fuck in the air?
Right.
And if they said they wanted one that looks cool, I had a kit that I could sell them that make their truck look good. And I'm like, but if you want to really use this shit, then this is the kit you need to get, because you can go over a mountain with this motherfucker, you know? But it costs. It costs to go over a mountain. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't cost as much to just look like it. But it costs to do it. So. And it's
this
like,
motherfucker will go over the mountain.
Yeah, exactly. So you just break it down to people, you know, and what they understand. And if you're good at that, you'll be good at sales, you know.
Yeah, today was not my good day, man. I don't even want to tell you the dollar figure, but it just every time.
Wasn't a Kyle Henson day, huh?
Wasn't a Kyle Henson day, and then in the end, I just wanted to get out of there, and you know, I knew you got the show going on. I made sure I showed up on time, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. And, so I needed to get the fuck out of there. You know when it's not working, don't keep pushing it. You know,
exactly, because then you're just really wasting time. And the more you're out there not selling, the shittier you feel as you look at the clock. You're like, God damn, I've been out here X amount of hours and haven't made anything.
Yeah. You boil it down like I'm $4 an hour for the past 5 hours or something stupid. But then other times, like you'll get there at 10, and by 11:30 you've made $100.
You can make what some people make in a week in one day. Yeah,
real quick.
Yeah.
So it happens either way.
Yeah, if you didn't work for such a piece of shit, I'd go back out there and help y'all sometimes, but I can't stand that dude.
Bro, they tried to get on Anya today.
Anya's working with y'all?
Yeah, he came through for, just a couple hours, just to
right.
Really, I don't even think he was as much, trying to make money as he's just, shooting the shit.
He said he just likes to hang out, yeah.
Yeah, shooting the shit. He lives a couple blocks away. Like, he's fun to be around. You know what I'm saying? We smoke and kick it. And, bro, first Doug started getting all iffy, and then everyone else, he stirred up the beehive, and they want to get pissed off. And, Anya, he don't play. He's like, well, I don't care. I'm a grown man. You're not ever going to tell me what to do. And they were like, oh, why did you say that? Well, because he told that to, I think, Stu or Helmet or something. He's like, I'm a grown man. I'm going to stand where I want.
Right.
So that was kind of a story for the day.
That's funny.
And summer's coming up though, so it'll be good.
Kevin don't give a fuck. He said a body lift or suspension lift. He knows about that off-road shit. They're different. Like when I first started working for Full Parts, you could call what was stack. You could do what was called stacking them. Like a person with a Jeep, if they didn't have the money to get a full, like, everybody wants like 35s, 33s, and 35s. So to get 33s, you only need really like a 4-inch lift. But for 35s, you need 6 inches. And so what we used to do is we'd put a 4-inch suspension lift, 2-inch body kit, or 3-inch body kit. and that gives you a total of 7 inches. But then they, like whoever the fuck it's up to, the automotive people, they considered that unsafe to stack kits. So
well, it's that they're not making as much money as they.
I learned a trick before I left. I don't know if 4 Wheel Parts still does this, but if you're a salesman in that field or you happen to be a 4-wheel drive owner, if you have like a F-250 or one of those trucks, any one of those trucks, there's a company called Bushwhacker, and they make these they're called cutout fender wells, right? They're where they cut your whole fender well out and replace it with this big plastic one, right?
Right.
If you get the like extreme ones, they cut your shit out so much it gives you up to 4 inches of wheel clearance.
So you
which
don't
is
even need it.
essentially all they lift their fucking trucks for is wheel clearance. So you can go buy like if you got like a fucking a Jeep or something like that, you can buy like a 2 inch. You can buy like a 3-inch body lift kit, which is just spacers in between your body and your frame, and then buy them big ass cutouts, and that would be the equivalent of having a 7-inch, and then you could stuff 35s under your truck, and it'd only be 2 inches higher, so it looks down and stocky like a pit bull, you know, like it's not as high in the air, but it's still got big ass fucking wide tires on it. It looks cool as fuck, man. Like the F-250, the one I figured it out was, we put a 4-inch Pro Comp suspension lift on it, and then the fucking cutout fender flares gave it another 3 full inches of wheel clearance. We were able to put like fucking 38s on that truck.
Jesus.
So it was only a 4-inch lift kit, but with 38-inch super swing.
Hella low sitting.
It looked like a fucking bulldog going down the street. Dude, love that shit.
Do you want it to look cool or you want it to go over the mountain?
Right? He just said, I want it to look cool as fuck. I said, here we go.
See, that's just real. That's just somebody who's like, I just want my shit to look just cool.
A lot of guys are like that. They get a truck, they want it lifted. I mean, it looks cool. I mean, if you take a stock truck and put it beside a truck that's got a little lift and like some aftermarket rims and some all-terrain tires on it, you're like, damn, that does look a lot better. And you know, for a couple extra grand, you can make a truck look tough. You know, a lot more tough. So I don't blame them for doing that. I mean, you know, even if you don't use it, it still looks tough, you know?
Yeah. Well, they do that a lot with the Camaros these days, or what's the other one? The Dodge, whatever. They lower them, give them the bigger wheels. Smoking? Give them the bigger wheels, and motherfuckers are murdered out lately.
Yeah.
Those Camaros.
Yeah.
All tinted everything. Look like a Batmobile and shit.
In the South, they'll take an old school and put a body lift kit on that motherfucker. They'll raise it so they can put like 20-something inch rims on that bitch, 24s, 26s, you know.
You're from Atlanta. They probably have a lot of that there.
Yep.
No, in Oregon, we got Nissan Xteras.
The Xterra. That's like a chick's ride where in Atlanta. Like my homegirl Erica was the first to have one of those. The SUV thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was like Miss Teen Nation. She was like a goddess, man, our whole life. She was like the finest bitch we knew, Erica Snell.
Untouchable and
Not untouchable. She used to be with Murray and shit, but like but she was just, yeah. That was what made me so mad about her, was she made herself so not untouchable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like she should have been an untouchable, but she was down as fuck. So
yeah.
you know, it ain't like she was out in them streets or anything. I'm just saying, like she was fucking cool shit, and to be that fine, you would think, yeah, untouchable.
She'd be stuck up and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she hung out with us, so you know.
It was yeah. That's how you knew. You're like, you're at my house.
Trailer.
Oh shit.
Not house, motherfucker. Trailer. She came from a house.
Damn, with the Xterra pulling up to the trailer.
I just tells that's how fucking pretty boy fucking Murray and Dan were. Bitches would come from mansions to hang out in our trailer park, to hang out with them idiots, and they wasn't even funny, or they had no personality. I would keep everybody laughing and fun the whole time while they just sat there and looked at these fucks. It's weird. It's weird how stupid bitches are, like, you know. And then they claim it ain't all about that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not all about looks. It's like, bitch, you sat there and stared at dude for 10 minutes. He didn't say a word. I made you laugh all night, and you called me gross.
Well, it's like, I don't need a guy with money. Okay, well then, who was the last 5 guys that you dated? All of them had money, you know, and yeah, it's just, You see it coming from a mile away, and then when you call them on it, like, no.
Oh, and they got a million reasons and excuses and all that bullshit. So I got some shit written down, actually.
Uh-oh.
Esports. Have you heard of that?
No.
Exactly.
What
And
is
it's
it?
a big argument, obviously. Like it's bit because I don't really get to watch Sports Center anymore like I used to. I don't have access to television every day and all that shit. But like I was watching little clips on YouTube, like so now like the big debate is it a sport? It's fucking where the kids get up and they play video games against each other.
Okay.
And now it's like on ESPN and shit, or like one of the ESPN channels.
Huh.
I mean, they're selling out like arenas and shit.
Yeah.
They said like that chick said there was 75 million people watching the fucking something championship. They're expecting over 100 million to watch the next one and blah blah blah. But I'm like, that still don't make it a fucking sport, dude. There's gonna be a lot of people like me that's old school that is not gonna agree with that. I mean, I've played basketball my whole fucking life. How many fucking rolled ankles? Think about the football players with CTE and all the shit that they've been, all the hockey players that's had their fucking teeth knocked out and their nose broken, all the boxers, all the UFC people. That's a sport. You know what I'm saying? And now these kids can sit on these big leather fucking chairs with fucking speakers and vibrators in them and in front of a fucking computer screen and play each other and call that a sport. That's fucking insane to me.
But if you
it
go
should
in
be a competition, e-comp. Why couldn't they just call it e-comp?
Because
They have to fuck with people.
the same reason why they call driving a sport. Like, at least with driving, you are using your body and moving around, but it's not a sport.
I've always said that too, and that's been a big argument my whole life too, especially being where I'm from the South. I've always said NASCAR and racing should not be considered a sport. It should be its own category. Mm-hmm. I don't disrespect it and say it's not a sport, blah, blah, blah. I know that it's like, it takes a lot of the things that sports take, right? It takes concentration. It takes, agility. It takes commitment. It takes practice. It takes a physical
Teamwork.
toll on you. Yeah, it takes a team of people to keep them cars going and blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, when you can do something well into your 50s and 60s,
Right.
where does the sports aspect really come into it? So, like, it should. I feel racing should have always been its own category, racing, and then that involves NASCAR, Indy, motorcycles, the dirt guys, the monster trucks, all that shit. You know,
they call it motorsports.
So now the fact what brought this up was there's something called esports now,
Oh, okay. Is that
where
video
kids
games and shit?
video games,
Call of Duty and stuff.
because they're selling out stadiums and have 75 million viewers and all that shit, they're trying to say it's legit and blah blah blah, and like motherfuckers like me and like a bunch of the old announcers are like, it's not a fucking sport. You don't sweat. You don't do anything. It's like.
Well, here's the other thing, too, is if you're selling out an arena, they're literally just watching a TV screen with you.
Yeah, it's arenas with big screens in them and
You're,
shit.
you're already watching the screen. Well, you could have done that at home. You didn't have to go see it in person, and you're still going to watch the screen.
You're not going to roll out. I mean, what's the biggest thing they're facing? Carpal tunnel? What's that shit called?
Yeah, carpal tunnel.
Carpal tunnel. And it's like, come on, man. A sport? That's like I told Kyle, why couldn't they just call it an e-comp? E-competition.
Yeah.
Make it a competition. Consider it a competition. I'm down with that. It's definitely a competition.
Well, I wonder what the actual definition of sport is. You know what I mean? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, it might be like a wide. I'm gonna look it up.
It could be like the wit and gainer against an
It
opponent.
can only
or
be the
something.
mental aspect. I mean, of course, there's going to be some of the same characteristics from the mental aspect of sports. Like focus, reaction time, shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? But they don't have to physically do it. It's all mental. You see what I'm saying? Like in sports, your reaction time is something, is like how quick you snatch the ball, or, if you can grab it before it hit the ground, or, shit like that. Like, not moving your thumb, like, oh, you seen something coming and you moved a pad and it made the character on the screen move. It's weird, man. I don't know. I don't think it's a sport.
I think, and he's going to tell us soon, I think the definition of a sport should be something to where you're at least, like, moving your feet, like, I think that's at a bare minimum, like, Are there
Or
any
it should involve at least some type of
ball?
yes.
Like you could be in a wheelchair
Object.
and playing basketball. That's still a sport. So
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it should involve
Yeah, because it's kind of like saying chess is a sport.
like your physical movement or something
Right.
be the result of.
Well, and that's actually kind of the definition. It's an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another or others for entertainment.
See,
it's a physical activity.
but it says physical. That's the key word.
Physical exertion.
There's nothing physical about sitting down in a leather chair with fucking speakers and vibrators and playing with a controller in your hand
Yeah.
and playing. That shit is not a sport. Right?
Yeah, no, I think it's just like another extension of the softness that
Now,
we've
I'd
seen.
say that virtual reality shit we did would be more. That's more physical.
Oh, yeah.
That would be
definitely.
more physically involved. That would be more of I would be more open to calling that a sport if that was what they were doing. If they were virtual reality, like ski shooting against each other or something like that.
That'll probably be how it's done in the future.
But just sitting there and playing fucking Call of Duty, bro, that's bullshit. You should have seen it. They were all so good. They only last like 3 seconds. You come around the corner, he'd kill a dude, and then he was dead. And then he's respawning, and he'd come around and kill a guy, and then he was dead. And it's like they're all so good. It's just that shit had to be the most boring thing to watch. It ain't like you get to watch a dude go on a 15 to 20 fucking person kill streak.
Right.
Or maybe you do. I don't know. The screens they kept showing was just like kill a person, die, kill a person, die, kill a person, die.
Well, speaking of YouTube, that's a huge thing on there, and also Twitch is where people will like watch other people play video games.
Those
and
kids are making money. Too.
yeah, and you can even like donate or like award. If you like a certain gamer or whatever, you can like there are like princes out there that like hook them up with here's $75,000, continue to play. And like
Man.
There's kids
Hook
that are
'em up.
making 10 grand a week off of sponsorships just to play video games. 10,000 a week.
gosh,
Yeah, that's $520,000 a year.
to play video games.
Yeah.
We missed out, dude. I'm telling jokes
We
for
can still
free.
do it. We can still do it.
We can do that shit. I could sign up for Twitch. Bring my fucking I got a PlayStation 4 and a fucking TV in the van, son. I could bring that shit and hook it up right there.
Yep.
Call it a sport.
And we could fucking and we can Twitch live and fucking and play comics playing games.
Yep.
Boom.
There's some comics.
Heard it here
already doing
first,
it, too.
folks.
Yeah, but they play stupid shit.
Yeah.
We could play good shit.
Race.
Motherfuckers would want to see us play Grand Theft Auto 5 and hear us talk shit and make fun of shit and like, you know what I'm saying? Go get hookers and get head behind a building. You know what I'm saying? And then we can be like, should we kill the bitch and take our money back or fuck? You know what I'm saying?
I always
ask
did.
the people.
I always did like it how it had no less than the money she took from you. That it was always at least the
Right.
200 or something.
Yeah.
It's like, that shit would be fun pretty much. Get some of the people watching to try to get on Call of Duty and kill us. You know, I'm on. Peckerneck 143.
My cousin
Yeah.
does YouTube gaming, and it's crazy to watch him because it's like I know this guy, like, and here he is, like, oh, I died, and like it's cool sometimes, like, how sometimes you want to like go to sleep but not be, if you watch like your favorite show, it's tough to go to sleep.
No, you know what would be dope is going on there and them watching us play a new game for the first time. You know what I'm talking about? Because
Yeah.
that shit always brings out real reactions.
Right.
Well, and that's
Especially like a new Resident Evil or what is it? Yeah, Resident Evil where you're walking down a hall and then,
That shit's scary.
oh, fuck! We're like, oh, fuck, shit, boy, you see that fucking shit? Well, I thought that shit was real, Like us clowning. That would be
Turn
fun.
off the lights and do it.
That would be fun, bro.
Yeah.
We still ain't went back to the virtual reality and did the fucking
The day pass.
Deadwood Mansion.
I know. We need to do a day pass.
I just got my movie pass in the mail.
He paid $10. He
I'm
gets to
going
go watch.
tomorrow to see Deadpool 2. Bang, bang, bang.
That's dope.
Hell yeah, dog. And it works at my favorite theater, fucking Chinese theater.
You know what? I keep thinking, and I've heard so many people say that it's there's no catch. You just go see a movie, and my buddy's like, hey, that's a horrible business model on their part. Like, for less than the cost of one ticket, you can go see any movie once.
No, but it's the same principle as gyms giving away deals. They know that only a certain percentage of people are actually going to come to the gym.
And take advantage
There's
of it.
way more people that have memberships to Movie Pass
And never go.
gyms and never go than use them. So
You're right.
They make fucking bank. They're always going to make money because there's going to be so many people that don't
Yeah,
go.
because
see
when I first
movies.
moved out here, Marty was like, when I first moved from Planet Fitness to LA Fitness, he was like, yeah, I've had a LA Fitness for about a year. I don't ever go.
Yep.
He's like, I need to just let that shit run out.
Yeah.
Like, he had paid that shit for a year and didn't even go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bricks just posted that on Facebook the other day, and I seen it. I was
Who?
dying because it's so true. Brandon Bricks. Shout out Brandon. He put up on his status, fat people be having gym passes and never going. We just keep our gym pass just in case we want to go.
Right.
Like,
Just in case.
just in case.
Just in case. I can eat these donuts tonight because I got a gym.
Because I'm going to go to gym tomorrow.
I'll go to gym
And then you
tomorrow,
wake
yeah.
up and you're like, nah, fuck it, I'll go tomorrow. You know? That's the classic fat guy thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I've done that about 5 times in my life.
Yeah, so that's how that shit works. So.
Yeah.
Kyle used to be fat.
Speaking of fatness, what's your favorite fast food?
Oh, man, that's tough.
Restaurant or item?
God damn. I would say my favorite item, I would have to go rodeo cheeseburger from Burger King.
Rodeo
They're
cheeseburger.
so good.
from Burger
Fuck
King.
yeah, dude.
A fresh one?
Bro, that's my jam. I could eat those for the rest of my life. Straight up.
Oh,
But overall, like, best menu for me is McDonald's. It's just classic. McDonald's through and through. Nothing beats a Big Mac.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn, man. I'm kind of torn. Nothing beats like just an original Taco Bell taco.
God damn.
You know what I'm talking
I know.
about?
See, that's where it was tough.
Right?
Because it's between the rodeo cheeseburger and a cheesy gordita crunch.
Oh,
Bro, cheesy
right?
gordita crunch is fucking legit.
Taco,
Never
or a
go wrong.
chili cheese burrito from Taco Bell. Not a lot of people
Goddamn.
know about that thing, but it's
Man.
there.
You guys
Yeah.
ever fuck with the double decker? It's got like the crunch and the
Oh, and soft wrap around it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man, they got
Yeah.
so many good things at
I
Taco
know.
Bell. That's the thing.
I know.
And then my second favorite, probably of all time, would have to be Checkers spicy chicken, plain with cheese.
Never been to Checkers.
Checkers is kind of like a Rowley's,
Okay.
and it's the cheapest fucking chicken patty probably, but it's just I don't know something about their spicy chicken
dank.
with that cheese melted on it. Yeah, it's just one of those. It's like it's got the perfect crunch to it to me. It's like I don't know. It's just
Yep. Wendy's has a good one though too.
yeah, but theirs
spicy
is like
chicken
okay.
good.
You see, you know how Wendy's is all real feeling like it's
Yeah.
it's more of a real like so. Checkers has the more filet-o-fish looking type of spicy chicken.
Okay,
You know
I
what I'm
feel it.
saying?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
got that type of skin and look to it.
Yep.
And I don't know, it's something about that just cheap patty. I love that motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
dude.
saying? Kind of like fucking shouts out to Deezus Amiro, fucking Deezus. He loves the fucking filet-o-fish shit. That's
Yeah.
what made me write that down. I was watching them have a fucking
Yeah.
argument about that shit. I think Trump went and ordered filet-o-fish. That's what he orders from McDonald's.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I love that fucking spicy chicken from Checkers. That motherfucker's fire.
Dude, for me, Jack in the Box as a whole menu and the Jack in the Box taco, I mean, there's something about
That
it.
thing's gross.
Just crunchy and soft and horrible and great. It all in one. And man, I had some friends. We were like 25, 26, and they had never tried the Jack in the Box taco.
Well, they did themselves a favor for 26 years because that thing sucks.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
great.
I've never tried Jack in the Box, but I've only heard bad things. So
Never as a
Jack in the
a
Crack,
restaurant?
it ain't that bad. I'll tell you where they fucked up. This is where you fucked up, Jack in the Box, you stupid motherfuckers. Here's another Easter rant. The blueberry French toast sticks. Why the fuck would you take that shit off your menu, you dummies? Dude, we used to fucking work all night. We would stop work. Like, if we would find out when the Jack in the Crack in our area was going to close that night, when we used to do the Chili's, like, I'd be like, what time does Jack in the Crack close? Murray'd be like, if he said 2 or 3, I'd be like, all right, it gets close to that time, motherfucker, go get us some blueberry French toast sticks. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'd order 2 or 3 orders of that shit and had that shit waiting. You know what I'm saying? For when we got off work, you know, or we'd take a break and eat our fucking blueberry French toast sticks. That's how fucking good they were, you know, like.
banging.
And then one night we go and it was like he comes back and he was like, yeah, they don't have them anymore, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean they don't have them anymore?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just out of nowhere and shit.
You know,
Man.
I think I think the most slept on fast food is because a lot of people don't consider it fast food, but it is Subway.
Yeah,
Nah, that shit's disgusting.
it's disgusting,
love
but
that
it is
shit.
fast food.
I love it, dude.
Shit is disgusting.
Chicken
bro.
teriyaki
Never
sub,
liked that shit.
baby.
I don't eat
Ooh.
all that lettuce and all that bullshit anyway, so
Yeah.
I don't get subs from places because I feel I get ripped off. You know, everybody else's sub is this tall. My shit is that flat. You know, I get just fucking turkey, ham, and roast beef with cheese.
Yeah.
Well, I've worked in front of one for so long, it's so unappealing now. Like, just thinking about going and getting a foot long, it's just like, even only if it's $5, I still am like, fuck.
Dude, you're crazy. If you don't go to Ralph's, they'll make a sandwich for you. That shit looks like a Scooby-Doo sandwich when they
Yeah.
get through. It's like $6.99.
Yep.
But that motherfucker's that big. Even without, mine will be that big with fucking just the meat, you know, like the meat and the cheese. They put all that shit on it. I don't know how people eat them with all that lettuce and tomato and all that shit they'll put on there for you, you know. But yeah, that's the. Oh, did you hear about Pete Davidson? This motherfucker nabbed Ariana Grande. Did you hear about that shit?
No, I don't even know. Who that
Holy
is.
shit!
Who's Pete Davidson?
Shouts out to Pete, Pistol Pete. He's a comic from New York.
Oh, okay.
He did the roast that year. He's funny as fuck. He was funny on the roast. You know what I'm saying? I've never really seen his stand-ups. Really, I don't think he's got like a special or anything.
Right.
But yeah. I mean, I've never thought that he was a attractive looking dude at all. So to pull that little chick, I mean, fuck, bro.
She's fucking amazing. too.
Yeah.
She can actually sing and stuff.
Yeah, she's bad.
She does it for me.
Oh, for sure.
She's just a little boop,
Right?
like a flower walking around, a flower with legs. is what
God,
she is.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is she, Latin or something?
I think
She
so.
looks something
Her
like
last
that.
name is Grande, bro. She's got to be.
Well, you never know. You know?
No,
The
we're
open
doing a
mic
podcast.
starts at 5:30, bro. Yeah. Yep. $5. Marty needs a bigger sign out there. I've told
know.
him 100 times. Put a fucking sign big enough for people to see. $5 entry.
Yeah.
That shit needs to say $5 to enter this building, so people know, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Especially these pussy ass comics that's been in town. You know, it's like if you've been in this town even 2 years, you know Marty's and you know it's $5. Coming in here and floating around and looking for Marty and acting like you don't know that it's $5, that shit gets under my skin. And that's where you catch the attitude from me, you motherfuckers that are in this town and come by here. You know who I'm talking about and who I'm talking to, you know? And nothing drives me more fucking crazy than a person that I know knows. You walk in this fucking place, it's $5. Don't ask if Marty's here. It doesn't matter if Marty's here. They ask for Marty because they know he's weak and they can take advantage of him and they can give him some fucking, hey, Marty, you know, I don't have $5 today. You don't give me $5, you don't breathe on this fucking mic. You know what I'm saying? And you're not hanging out. You're not sitting in here and using the Wi-Fi and taking a shit in the fucking bathroom all night. That shit drives me crazy.
Soaping and hoping.
Yeah, it's always the motherfuckers that want to go in there and take a bum bath in the fucking bathroom and take a shit and stink up the fucking place, but they don't have $5.
Yep.
But on their Facebook page, they're fucking superstars. They're at the Improv. They're at the fucking Comedy Store hanging out with everybody. But what they didn't show was they came to Marty's and took a bum bath before they went to the fucking Comedy Store and was that superstar that night. You know, that's the shit that gets under my fucking skin about these people out here. It's the blatant fakeness, you know?
Yeah.
And the big-headedness.
Well, and just the weasel, like the way
Weaselly,
people weasel.
yeah.
You're fucking a bunch of whiny, weaselly fucks. You whine and
Exactly.
complain about everything.
I always think
and
of,
then
like,
when
Snake.
Marty's goes away, the first thing they're all gonna do is go, "Oh, why did it shut down? Because you didn't want to pay $5, you cocksucker."
Exactly, because you walked in here and there wasn't no one here and you turned your nose up. It's a open mic.
Right.
It's our practice stage. It's our dojo, our gym, our free throws. I don't know how many more fucking times we got to say it. If people are here, then you're lucky. Okay, if you're a real comic and you got bits, you want to come up here and you know what it is. There's a difference from doing the shit on stage through a microphone and hearing it and recording it and listening back to it than just being in your room after you write it and saying it to yourself. Okay,
100%.
if it's not worth $5 for you to come out here and get on a real stage on a mic and listen to your voice through speakers, record it, whether there's people in their chairs or not, then go fuck yourself. You know, go to the mics where you know there's 7 or 8 of the same comics that you see at every mic doing the same material that they do at every mic, and see if that makes you stronger.
Yeah.
See if that makes you stronger, and I'll holler at you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, they fuck it up for the regulars. Like, we come in every day, so if we literally pay $5 every day, it'd be impossible. But we get up, and when we get up, we always pay. We never give them shit. I walk right up to Marty and hand him 5. I know I'm getting up. But then these motherfuckers come in, and Marty gets on us because it's like, you know, he's not making any fucking money. So they come in, they weasel out of it, and it's like he's looking at us like, oh, well, you motherfucker. It's like, nah, dude, this is our shit.
It's messing it up for the real people.
Yeah.
And then with the same token, as a lot of people will come in, like this guy, you'll come in and you'll see that, you know, there's nobody on the stage or in the audience yet. If you wait 15 minutes, another person will come in, and then you will have somebody, and then another person will come in. But what they'll do is they'll come in, see there's nobody, and they'll leave. And then 5 minutes later, and you know, they'll come in, and they'll come in, and come in. And in 1 hour, you'll have had 10 people come in and out, and you're like, wow, we could have had 10 people here if they just would have stayed. Like,
Yeah. And $50.
Yep.
Boom. That part.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It seems like they're just so willing to go somewhere else and give their $5 to somebody, or do a 2-drink minimum mic, or or put their name in a bucket and not even fucking get up.
Right.
But just come here and just, you know, either pay the monthly, give the 5, you get 10 minutes. Even Marty's getting to where he gives people 10 minutes because it's been so light, you know?
Yeah. He's been giving me like 12 recently.
Yeah.
Because nobody's in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's benefiting us in a lot of ways.
It is.
Know?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just going to be sad when it goes away, because that's going to be how it ultimately affects us. Like, it's nice for us now because we get the dojo all to ourselves. We don't got to share the shit, blah, blah, blah. But in 6 months, when this place goes under because it's a bad business model, we ain't going to have a dojo. Where are we going to go every day? What are we going to fucking do? You know what I mean? It's like, it sucks.
I'll go back to Vegas.
Yeah. Man, we'll all find shit to do.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying.
Vegas has mics every night, bro.
There's gonna be a Green Day song. Hope you had the time of your life.
It was something unpredictable.
Just leave for the last time. Like, I'll never let go. What else you got on the list?
They're about to open the fucking first ever underwater museum. Does that not sound dope as fuck?
What?
And in Florida, off of fucking Layton Beach.
What does it mean? Like, what it?
And it's gonna be open by the end of June this year, 2018.
You gotta be a scuba diver to get in?
I guess, like, if you're already scuba certified, that would, you know, absolutely help.
Yeah, right.
I'm pretty sure that you can take the classes there. They probably give you, you know,
Yeah,
probably a whole package deal thing. I know they got above water tours also. All right, Tumlin. They got above water tours also, where I think like have like glass bottoms. So like if you don't want to scuba dive or whatever or snorkel, you can do that too. And then but if you go underwater and shit, I was watching a clip. There's like fucking statues. They've placed shit under there and shit to make it cool as fuck. So there's like statues and fucking coral and fucking, you know.
Oh, that's cool.
It's gonna be badass, bro. I'd love to do that shit. I've always been fucking fascinated with the ocean, you know, and like the little fucking creatures in there and like the weird fucking shit, but and scared at the same time. Like I hate water, like the crab fisher show, that shit. What was it? Deadliest Catch. Water like that. That's my biggest nightmare.
Yeah.
Or like a rapid fucking looking river, just fucking hauling ass river. Fuck that. That leads into a dead waterfall. You know, the waterfall of death.
Yeah.
You know? Like I hate that shit.
Dude, you know
tsunamis, anything.
What bugs me out about the ocean is that we've only explored like 7% of it.
So much.
like,
And it's so big, it can just
93%.
take
I
you at
know.
any time.
I know,
People talk
man.
about cruises, and I'm like, do you not understand? All right. Where's the floor? Okay. if the floor was the ocean, you're that little tiny speck on that cruise ship. You know what I'm saying? A cruise ship that looks like a floating building to us is just that little speck to the ocean, and she can just go, yeah, fuck you, at any time. You know what I'm saying?
70% of the planet is water, dude.
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
See you later, building in the water.
Dude, we went snorkeling in Hawaii, and they were like, don't go on the other side of the boat. That's where the creatures that you don't want to see are. You know, and they kind of like made a joke about sharks or whatever.
Yeah.
Then when we got in the water, like I was like, I looked down to see the ground. We're still like 17 to 20 feet from the floor to the corals. I'm like, a shark could easily fit in these waters. Like, why are we out here? And there's other little fish fucking floating around, little Nemos and shit. But I was like, this sharks can clearly come here. Like,
dude, I seen this video recently where there was a marine biologist and she was in the waters or whatever, and she was swimming next to this whale, this orca, and it just like took its nose and just started pushing her and taking her away from the boat. But she like stayed calm. She just chilled out and was like, what the fuck's going on? She couldn't figure out why this whale kept nosing her away from the boat.
Right.
And they start screaming from the boat, there's a great white shark. Dude, this fucking whale saved this lady's life. It saw the shark and was like, nope, you got to go over here, bitch. There's a fucking shark over there. It's gonna eat your ass.
Shit.
Yeah,
really?
Dude. Yep. She got on the ship. She was crying and shit. It came back up to the boat and basically like was like, you're welcome. Goodbye.
That's dope as
Yo,
fuck,
it was
man.
so cool. I was watching the video. I was high as fuck.
killer
like,
whale?
damn, yeah, it was like an
Them
orca.
things spook me out, man.
Yeah.
They look.
I know.
The way they look, they're awesome creatures, though. If you
They're
think about
dope,
it, the
dude.
way
They're
they're
super
fucking
cool.
like they're all black with like, you know, they're proportioned. It seems like.
I know.
they're like like if you had like a cheetah or like they're like a cat. Of
Yeah, a zebra,
The, ocean.
the zebra of the ocean.
You know what else I just found out? You know, like their dorsal fin, the big fin? Dude,
Yeah.
you know how tall those are?
Yeah, they're like what, 6 feet, 7
10
feet.
feet tall,
10
bro.
feet tall.
Imagine that shit, dude.
Yeah.
If we stood next to it, we'd be 4 foot taller than us.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's fucking insane.
Well, they're huge. They're fucking,
Yeah, they're
it's a fucking
massive.
whale,
I
man.
know, I know, but it's just like when I heard 10 feet, I was like, I thought it was like 2 feet. You know what I mean? Like you see Jaws, you're like, that motherfucker's like that at the most. Nope. It's 10 feet tall, bitch.
Damn.
Yeah.
Motherfucker is a whale.
Yeah.
What if I had a bobcat argument about a whale? I'm like, well, technically, if you put the
What's up, Miss Berkowitz? Bang, bang, bang.
Miss Shelly Berkowitz.
Shelly Berkowitz in the house.
In the building. In the building.
Right.
Did you you listen to the new Kanye?
I was listening to a little bit of it last night in the back room. Somebody was back there bumping it. But no, I haven't got to like actually bump that shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I heard it was dope.
I love it. Yeah.
I'm still a fan of his music and everything, you know.
This album made me a fan of him. I'm like back on his side because
Dude, he's dope. Man.
if you have any mental health issues at all, like if you've ever been through depression or you've ever had crazy thoughts, anxiety, any of that shit, the shit he says, you're like, oh nah, he ain't faking it. Like he's not. This is really who this motherfucker is, and he's finally saying shit like that is gonna connect with people.
Well, if you go back and listen to like 808s and Heartbreaks,
yeah, I've heard he said
there's a lot of he opened himself up a lot on that album. You know,
he was sad.
Yeah.
Like when he made that album, he was sad.
Yeah, there's a song about a chick on that one where he's just like, you know what I'm saying? I can't remember how the lyrics go, but yeah, he's just like, yeah.
And say you
He's like,
will.
yeah, I'll call you bitch or some shit like that. You'll call me asshole or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, he's
like,
got this line on this new one where he's like, it's like a talk track, but he's like, I thought of killing you today. He's like,
I heard that.
Yeah, he's like,
yesterday.
yeah, and I think of killing myself all the time.
Yeah.
Now, I love myself more than I love you.
So what's stopping me from killing your
You know
motherfucking
what I mean?
ass?
Like,
Some shit
and
like that.
dude,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so
yeah.
dope. It's so sick.
Yeah, that shit is fucking. He's a musical genius. I don't give a fuck
He is,
how
dude.
mad people are at him and what they say. I've always had his back.
Yeah.
Well, because a lot of people want to hate on him, but they can't. He's so good at
He
making
does.
music. You know?
Yeah, it's
He
crazy.
might say crazy shit sometimes and not be the most articulate, but I mean, that doesn't mean that his music isn't tight.
He made me a fan from back when he was super young. This is how long ago it was. He was going around promoting his first album. What was it?
the one with Gold Digger on it, right?
Was it late
Through the Wire.
registration or
There you go.
college dropout?
College Dropout, yeah. And so he came to Atlanta, and they have this place called On the Bricks, and people go and do concerts on the bricks, and because like people in Atlanta donated money back in the day to get a brick with their name on it, and then that's the bricks they used to make the place. So since we donated, all the concerts, they started out being all free, and now they've changed it to like $5. Like back then it was $5. So I paid $5, and we got to see like Twista, somebody else, and then Yeezy fucking ended the night. And he was only supposed to do like 3 songs. He did like, he was like, I was only supposed to do, he was like, this is supposed to be my last song, but I'm feeling the love, Atlanta. How about one more song? And we were like, fuck yeah. And he did that song. And then he was like, yo, I just found out Twista's still here. Y'all want to hear this new shit I've been working on? And then fucking, he brought Twista out, and Twista did some verse, and he was like, I think you can do it faster than that. And he was like, I think you can do it faster than that. And he was like, and he was like, man, do it faster than that. And he was like, and then Yeezy came in on his verse. Boom! We were just like, that shit was so dope for $5, bro. He did that shit, and I was like, man, this motherfucker's dope. He loves music. He had fun on that stage that night, and you could tell. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, and I've always been a fan after that. You know what I'm saying? That was a dope ass moment. You know?
Yeah.
He brought Twista back out, all that shit.
I've had that happen too, where I see somebody live, and it's like, oh, now I'm a fan. Like you can't deny good live music. When you see a band live, you see a rapper, I don't give a fuck what type of music it is. If they crush it, you're buying the CD the next day.
Yeah, that's the thing about I seen somebody talk about that the other day, about how new artists get out there and they play their music behind them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So they can
the
do their dances and shit too. And if they run out of breath, they can just chill. Then the fans they still hear the music and shit.
Yeah.
But they were like, he was like, but that's cheating. That's cheating them people in a lot of ways, because they could fucking sit at home and hear that version. Right, you know, it's like there's nothing like Jay-Z or somebody going out there and actually like rapping his shit. Yeah. You know, and then stopping, and if you run out of breath, hold that shit to the crowd and shit. Yeah. You know, and if they fuck with you tough enough, they know that they got you. Yeah. You know, and type shit. And I was like, yeah, I feel that. I understand that. You know, that's. You know, I bet it's harder for singers that want to dance, like Beyonce, like that's why she gets so much respect, because she don't have her shit playing behind her. She's fucking dancing and singing, and you know, she got good cardio.
Except for the choruses. The choruses she does have.
Well, I mean, she has to take a breath.
Yeah, and so she breathes during the chorus, which I respect. But at least she's doing all of her.
But
verses.
Her verses and shit, she's out there being it up, son.
Same with Ariana Grande. She actually doesn't even dance that much. She's more worried about sounding good. But that's how people used to be. It used to be like, that's why Freddie Mercury was considered the greatest, because he could run across the stage the whole time. He might be a little off key, but he was running the whole fucking concert and nailing all the big notes. Yeah. He would hit all the fucking shit. And that shit's going away. It just doesn't happen
Rod Stewart
anymore.
Was the same way.
Oh, yeah, Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart performed himself into like back problems.
Yeah, well, and he used to do sick shit. Like he would bring out a soccer ball and he would sign it because he's a big soccer fan. Yeah. And he would kick soccer balls out into the audience and shit. Like he was bad, dude.
Yeah, Rod Stewart, he don't get it. Like I feel like he's underappreciated. Like he gets slept on.
Yeah, dude, definitely.
Dude, you know what's slept on?
Tonight's the night.
If you want my body and you think I'm sexy,
come on, baby,
turn me on. Hey, man, that shit was good.
That was my mom's favorite right there, bro.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh yeah. Hot legs.
Fucking right, man.
Hot legs.
What was
you scream and shout.
Maggie, I think I got something to say to you.
Yeah, that's my mom's favorite. That's her favorite song in the world.
Yeah, dude, that song is so good.
Maggie, I wish I'd never seen your face. That's how much he loved her, boy.
I know.
In the end, he wished he'd have never even met her.
Yeah, man.
God damn it. That's
but
what
that
love
melody,
will do.
like, wake up, Maggie. It was like, as soon as you heard that, you just are like, hell yeah, dude. It got you right in. It's late September and I should be back at school. Like, he almost sounded like a mix between, like, Elton John and AC/DC. You know what I mean? Like, he was bad as fuck, dude.
Shelley Berkowitz said Mick Jagger is the best at running and singing.
Yeah, but that's why I don't like Mick Jagger.
That's because his mouth is so big, he catches wind while he does. He's like,
yeah, well,
forcing oxygen down his lungs and shit. He's like, I get no satisfaction. You know what I'm saying?
He's not really singing either. He's just kind of like,
but I'm sucking down all this wind.
Like, he doesn't really sing live either. Like, on the album, it's like, I'll never be your beast. And then when he does it live, he's like, I'll never be your beast of burden. Like, he like runs around and shit. He's like totally, yeah, he's not really like singing, you know? He's more just a rock star.
Mick Jagger, man. Swagger like Mick Jagger.
The original skinny jeans.
Yeah, right?
I got the moves like Jagger.
Like, you got to be so rich to not have to worry about putting any things in your pockets. You know what I mean? Your pants are so tight that you don't even need a wallet.
That's what I love about music. Music links you to memories. That fucking, she got the moves like Jagger. I was fucking the most beautiful, perfect Russian girl when that song came out.
Yeah.
But let me tell you what was wrong. Unfortunately, this dumb bitch, and I say that with a heavy heart, let some dude, when she was 14 years old, practice tattoos on her. And across her chest, not in this way, like would be normal, but in an arc across her chest, it said independent, and like what was a mixture of Old English and biker letters, right?
Oh, no.
And the eye in the middle had a diamond that come up and with the little shines that would like, so she would have to have a fucking turtleneck on to cover that shitty fucking biker gross practiced tattoo. But she looked like Wonder Woman in the fucking face. She looked like she was from Israel or something, but she was Russian. She was like, she was perfect. She had a fat ass, perfect titty. She was gorgeous.
Some guy named
Gorgeous.
Derek came by and completely destroyed her.
Dude, that was the only thing. Like, she tried to move in with me and shit, but you know, and she lied to me about a lot of shit that I ended up finding out. She was actually living with a dude and sneaking out to come and see me and shit. This motherfucker got my number and called my phone one night.
Jesus Christ.
And I was just like, he was like, I ain't gonna put her name out there. We'll just make up a name up. What's a common name? Sarah. No, Lisa. He was like,
She doesn't.
either one, Beth, right? Yeah, right. Is Lisa there? And I was like, who is this? And he was like, this is who she lives with, man. And he was like, and he was like, I don't know if you know about me. And I was like, actually, I didn't, bro. And I'm sorry that you had to fucking, call my phone and shit. I was like, but yeah, she's right here. Hold on. And I handed her the phone. I was like, it's for you. And I just stood there. She tried to get up. I was like, sit right there and talk. And she was just like,
did she have an accent?
No, she didn't have no accent.
Oh, okay.
She had a Russian ass last name, but she didn't have an accent. And I was like, and then I got my phone back. I was like, yo, you still there? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, hey, man. I was like, I'm sorry you had to find out this way, bro. I was like, but I was like, I promise you, I didn't know about you. I said, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you. I said, I'm going to make her leave my house. I said, and you can pick her up at the fucking Albertsons down the road. And I was like, she'll tell you where she's going to be. And I was like, get out. And I made that bitch leave my house.
Yeah.
I didn't give her a ride or anything.
You talked to her after that?
I ended up seeing her later on, and,
You can't say no.
Yeah, I couldn't say no. Dude, almost the same exact story the next time around.
Is this Vegas or Atlanta?
Vegas.
Vegas, yeah.
Jeez.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Fuck, I can't be saying too much.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she'll never watch. They don't, so let's just like, yeah, it was Vegas, man. She could have been the one, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
She
she
had the moves like Jagger.
she had the 1 and 2 and 3 already
She
lined
had
up.
however many letters is in independent. She had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what I'm saying?
You just did the cadence of the song.
INDEPENDENT. That's 11 chances, bitch. That's too many for me. Oh shit.
Yeah, I have a friend that did Forever Hungry on his arm, but he spelled hungry like the country, and he put an A in it, and then
Forever Hungary.
Another good Rod Stewart song, Forever Young.
Forever young.
we're back to it.
Sorry, I couldn't help it, dude. As soon as you said, yeah, it's like, it popped right in my head.
Yep. Rod had some bangers, bro. His
did.
greatest hits album was probably a fucking.
Oh yeah, the Young Turks. Oh dude, that song is so fucking.
It's
good.
like that Foreigner's greatest hits album. I love that
Yeah.
Foreigner's
Yeah.
greatest hits album.
For me too, Def Leppard, but not everybody agrees with me on that.
No,
one.
I'm down with Def Leppard.
I love
Pour some
Def
sugar on
Leppard,
me.
dude.
All
They're
that
so
shit.
good.
Rocket.
Yeah.
Rocket.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't know what they say.
Come on, rock it, baby.
Rock it, baby. Come on.
He always did that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
dude, who knows what the fuck he was ever
I
saying?
know, dude. He's just,
What if
yeah.
they're like really good lyrics?
Sometimes they are, but even like Pour Some Sugar on Me, you hear it 8,000 times, but it took me forever. Like, you got the peaches, I got the cream. Like, I never knew what he was saying there for the longest time.
Something.
Yeah.
Saccharine.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
dude.
hot, so hot, stick it sweet from my head down to your feet. Oh,
Come on.
you want sugar? One lump or two?
See, I had no idea what he was saying there for a long time.
Me neither. It took me a long time.
Yeah.
That's why I've always remembered it afterwards. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, so that's what the fuck he was saying.
But it's because he goes so high. Did you take the sugar?
Yeah.
It's like, dude. Yeah, dude. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you saying there, bro?
Well, that's like that AC/DC dude. I can barely understand anything that fucker says.
Especially Brian Johnson.
That pisses me off. That conversation pissed me off the other night. I didn't know AC/DC had two different singers.
Yeah.
Fuck them forever now. All the songs ever made. It pisses me off. And there was another group. Who was it? Van Halen, right?
Yeah.
They had two different singers. And what's up with all these motherfuckers pulling the fucking mojo on us?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Black Sabbath, too. Black Sabbath had 3 singers, actually.
Oh, well, that's it. I got to go.
That's some baby back bullshit. I know, right? It's like
I'm
everything I
done.
thought was real is fake again. You
I'm
know what I'm
done.
saying?
Yeah,
Like,
no.
God damn it. I
And,
didn't
like,
know.
And most people only know Brian Johnson. But Bon Scott was like, he was the real AC/DC, man. That's why Dirty Deeds, you can hear almost every word he says. I mean, it's like a little hard. But then every Brian, like, Back in Black. You
Dirty
can't-
Deeds, that's one of the most, that song, some people say it says Thunder Jeep, Done Dirt Cheap.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The Thunder Chief, yeah.
Thunder Chief.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
all kinds of different shit
Yeah.
people say. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a hitman for hire in that song. So it's your dirty deeds done for very cheap. You
Done
know what I'm
dirt
saying?
cheap.
Like, yeah, done
Yeah,
dirt
yeah.
cheap. Yep. It took me a while to figure that one out too. Man.
Yeah, man.
I always was one of those kids singing the wrong lyrics to every song. You know.
Oh, I used to just make my own shit up.
yeah, exactly.
Fuck it. If
Yeah.
it fit, it fit.
Yep.
Banana split.
You guys,
Yeah.
know, you guys know that song, like, My Saddle's Waiting.
Yeah.
Okay, I would just be singing that out loud, and then, like, some mom of another kid was like, "What are you singing?" And I was like, "The song. It's fucking awesome." She's like, "No. Do not talk about that." And then that made me think, like, what does he mean? Like, what? Whoa. And it made me think even further. She should have just let me sing that shit.
You
And
thought
then
it was just about riding a pony.
riding a pony or just like, whatever.
Oh, dude, one time
I just was a good song. I didn't think. it
Yo,
was
back in the day, I went to see my uncle riding around. We were riding around. I was like maybe 12, and that song, "Feel a little poke coming through on you," and I knew like all the words. You know, step back and feel a little poke coming through on you. And he's like, "Do you know what that means?" And I was like, Yeah, they're dancing really close, and you know she's feeling the love. She's feeling the love from him and stuff. He's like, "Yep,
feeling the love.
feeling the love, all right." I was like, "All right," because if I'd have been like, "Yeah, he's talking about his dick, his fucking dick's poking her," you would have been
Right.
like, "What the fuck are you doing at home?" Like, call my dad, like, "Brother, what are you doing, man? Jesus Christ, get
I'm
your
not
kid
trying to
under
tell on
control."
him or anything, but Jesus.
All right, I only got a minute, so
Oh shit! The minute wrap up.
Woo!
at Kyle Monahan, peace out, you bad motherfuckers.
Hell yeah.
At I got Kyle Monahan. No, I'm just kidding. At I got Kyle. Follow me in real life.
Y'all know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm in the van of life. Para smoking, always joking. Every Saturday, I'm here at 4:30, live on YouTube, getting cloudy and rowdy with them bad motherfuckers right there. Today, it was 2 Kyles, 1 Tom. Thanks for blazing in. Easter Army, stay motherfucking strong out there. Bang, bang, bang!